Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would take you along with me to see a property that I am going to be listing in the next few weeks. I am working with an investor client. She is a seasoned investor, and I thought she'd be able to give you guys some great advice if you're thinking about getting into real estate investing, flipping a property. This is gonna be the video you're gonna wanna watch, so stick around. Okay, so today I will be meeting her at the property. We're gonna be in East Point, Georgia. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch, so I can't wait. I've seen the outside, but I have yet to see the inside of the property, so I can't wait to see the bones. And basically, we're going to be collaborating on design ideas and finishes and what we want to see for the final product. Now, I've worked with her in the past on interior design projects, but this is going to be our first real estate transaction where I'm representing her as the listing agent. So one thing that I like about this contractor, her name is Lena. She's a straight shooter. She don't play. And I love that she's all about problem solving, minimizing risk, maximizing on the potential of the property. For this particular house, I do believe for the most part the floor plan is staying the same, so we're saving money. We're not knocking down walls, which is a good thing. Sometimes you have to knock down walls, but I'm curious to see the floor plan to see how she's gonna beautify the space. All right, so we've made it to the property here in East Point, Georgia, and one of the best things about this location is definitely the convenience. You're about 10 to 15 minutes from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in downtown Atlanta and only 3 minutes from I-285, giving you quick access to all of Atlanta's major interstates. Not to mention, this property is also minutes from several historic East Point landmarks along with Camp Creek Marketplace, where you'll find tons of shopping, restaurants, and entertainment.
This was windows. So what we did was we wanted to open up the kitchen to get a little feng shui.
Yes.
So we did the deck.
You have more of an eat-in kitchen type situation, and as you see, the yard is very spacious. So it sits on almost an acre of land in East Point. Yes, so brand new. What are you thinking about this shed over here? Because we're thinking of tearing it down. It's all wood, it's termite infested, or should we rebuild it with something a little bit more jazzier?
I would just tear it down.
Okay.
I wouldn't waste any money right back there.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
This is like that have an all-brick house.
Yes, yes.
How old are you guys?
This,
the roof?
Actually, the roof is pretty new.
That's right.
Yes, we have the paperwork on that, so the roof is pretty new. We're just gonna really upgrade the house to make it more new. You know, it's like upgrading. You know, the neighborhoods are changing. East Point is changing, so new windows are coming in on the 15th. So we're changing all the windows out. These are old-fashioned. This house was built in, I think, 1952. That whole screen-in porch look over here, we're gonna have that as a walk-through and have it come around from the front all the way up, so you can have a walkway, but it's going to be an open breezeway type situation. That's a money saver. What we try to do is be really affordable. I know a lot of contractors out here, they're coming in and they see the work and they just want to kind of knock people over the head. That's not what we're trying to do here. We want to make it affordable. We want you to have a beautiful home for a fraction of the cost. So again,
That's what I love. I love when you do it right.
yes, and
You can tell when people just
piecing stuff together.
bad. It's things that you don't see.
All of this is coming out. The flooring is ripped up. We're going to preserve the original wood flooring that's in here. As you can see, this is the original wood flooring. It is throughout the house. It's really good. It has good bones, which is a good thing for when you're remodeling and renovating, because you want starting points and you don't want to have to spend a lot of money. So we're going to resand all of this. This floor comes up to expose the wood, and we're going to take all this bad carpet up throughout the house. As you can see, here was a closet, like a pantry closet, but we expanded it so the bathroom could be bigger. The shower could be bigger on this other side. So yes, as you come through here, you'll see that we did another expansion on the master side of the bathroom, that we took a little bit of the first bedroom closet to make that shower and that bathroom bigger. It's a very small room space. But what we like to do is when we can maximize the bathroom and the kitchen and make that's where most people are going to get their money. That's where the renovations, when you get an appraisal, if you put money in your kitchen and your bathrooms and upgrade those, you can get a good return on your investment. Here is the finished bathroom. We still have to do the trim out, of course, but this is what it would look like. Thank you so much. We do what we can. And again, it looks like a lot, but again, we're here to give you quality work at an affordable cost. We have this is considered the master or primary as we're calling it now. Again, I took the closet, pieces of it. It's not a big closet for a master, but this house, like I said, 1952, is not that big, and we're working with limited amount of square footage. So as we came in here, this was the reason for taking some of the closet space. As you can see, this bathroom is very small, but this is what we've done to make this a more functional
So the
bathroom.
bathroom was here.
Yes.
You just expanded it.
Yes, I took some of the closet space to make the shower bigger. When you came in here, it was just super, super small. And my thing was, how do we add value here? We add value by making things a little bigger. You want to get in the shower and not hit the wall while you're doing what you're doing, right? So this is where we made more of the expansion to give the master a master bathroom. And of course, painting, drywall, all that stuff will be new. Another small bedroom, another place. We're going to keep the built-in here. We're going to kind of polish that up. Not that I really care for the makeshift built-ins, but I think it gives a little bit to your closet space, but it's functional. Yes. So as we go outside, this is your inside, but as we go outside, there's some small little aesthetics that I think would make the house pop. Matter of fact, let's go to the basement. It's not really a basement, it's a garage. Yeah, well, it's not really a basement, it's a garage. But what I plan to do with this, again, the house was built 1952.
The steps are nice and sturdy.
We're going to reinforce all of that. But this was like, I don't know what they were thinking. They had like this space back here. It's just dirt and it's just a very bad fungus mold type place. So what we're going to do is we're going to treat that area. We're going to put a vapor barrier back there that takes away the moisture. And then we're going to drywall this here. We're going to move the laundry room here in this corner. So basically more space from upstairs. And then we're going to drywall this out in these areas. So when you drive your car in here, we'll probably do some, we're thinking about epoxying the floors, but we don't want to see this stuff. We want to have an access panel where you can get in here. And as you can see, old house, but the good thing about this house that I love is everything is exposed. Your electrical, your plumbing. So it's easy if something happens, you can get in it. So we're going to kind of leave this up exposed, but we're going to drywall some of this stuff in so it doesn't look so tacky. So when you drive into your garage, you have good storage space and things like that. I would go out this door, but we've tried to fortify where people are not coming in and out while construction is happening for, of course, liability purpose. And you don't want a tenant to come in that you can't get out. I thought it was really cute at first. I was going to screen it in and drywall it. And we were thinking about putting a laundry room out here, like boxing it in. But when it could be functionable, where we're tearing all the screen. And then what we're going to do is you can come in from the front of the house and walk all the way around to the deck. Because as you see, the driveway expands from here. So if you get a functioning sidewalk to go into here, it keeps it just like the rendering. Yes. So again, this is what we have here. It's across from the church. God bless it. Amen. Amen. And as you can see, if you go down, you'll be able to go into the garage from the side of the house. The city of East Point gave us grace with a little bit of concrete driveway. So we don't know if we're going to extend it out or not, depending, but we want to stay in our budget. That is a part of your.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it sits
Are
on.
you gonna redo the fence too?
I'm thinking about taking down the fence. We would like to just have it open. I don't see the need to put a gate or a fence there. What do you think?
Some people would appreciate a fence, like a
Okay.
new fence, but
Well, we'll see. If it's in the budget, we'll
yeah,
get it done. If
I
it's
think
not,
that's the key. If
yes,
it's in the budget,
yes,
then we can consider that. 'Cause
absolutely.
I would definitely probably invest in a fence over the storage unit.
Sounds good. Well, we'll look into that because money is funny.
That's right.
But that is your little final tour of 2884 Ben Hill.
So, what did you guys think? Look, I can appreciate how mindful and thoughtful Lena and her partner is as they think about the selections and the finishes, even down to the trades that they hire to work on this job. Not a lot of investors take care and pride in a property like they are. And just as someone who takes pride in her faith and her family, I love that they are considering the next family that will be occupying this house. So please stick around. I can't wait to see the end products. I know you want to see the end product. Come back so you can see part 2 that will be dropping in the next few weeks. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on our weekly videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.